pretend that this is earlier in the day. Happy Monday. Hello. Welcome to the, oh my God, week is this? The second week of July. Welcome to the writing blog. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm JC, contemporary fiction author, poet. I have a blog, online magazine, an online store with writer merch. I have a Patreon if you want to become a member, and a Ko-fi if you would like to tip there for any future creative endeavors. I would like to tell you what the real time is, but I also feel horrible that it's just now when I am just now speaking to you. It has been a shit show of a day. There was a bright spot, but it has mostly been a terrible day. Not a good start to the week. I hope this is not an indication of how the week is going to go, but for clarity's sake, it's 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm so sorry. But the day started with, once again, no internet, but the internet, no stable internet. The internet has been shaky all day. It's been more off than on. I thought that it might be the location. It seems to work better over there by the bed. But I think it might actually be the time of day, like at night. It seems to work better. It seems to hold a little longer. And if the heat wave is the real reason why the network seems to be fried and acting crazy, then that makes sense because it's a little cooler in the evening. However, it was not terribly hot today, so it should have been working today. Anyway, I've checked the community board, customer support boards, and there's a Reddit forum for people who have Xfinity hotspot or the Now Wi-Fi pass or whatever, and who've also complained. So it's not just me. I know it's not just me. I don't know if they're looking at these boards or if they're going to plan on fixing it anytime soon, but it would be nice, because without the hotspot working like it should work, the TV doesn't work. And going to sleep has not been great. I have not gotten good sleep lately. I've had very bad dreams, and it typically happens if I don't sleep well, and I don't sleep well when I don't have like the background noise of the TV on. I don't know why that's the case, but it's always been the case for me. So I've always slept with the TV on, and when I don't sleep well. I've never slept well. But that was just the one thing. I'm sorry, the camera's shaky. I'm holding you right now. But that was the first thing. Then there was something wrong in the building with the pipe or something. I don't know. They were working on the water, so the water was off for the first portion of the day until about almost 4 o'clock. The water was off. So not only could I not shower and get clean, I could not make my coffee. So I couldn't be caffeinated either. So yeah, it's been a day. I had a schedule. I'll show it to you in a second. I'll just maybe flash something on the screen, or I'll pan the camera around in just a moment. But I had a schedule. What's the point of me making a schedule if I can't stick to it? Like, everything was shot today. Like, schedule wise, everything was just not great. So that's how my week is starting, but that's not how it has to be all week. There was a bit of a bright spot, maybe. Apparently, I have some money out there that I didn't know was trying to be sent to me. Apparently it's back owed child support from before, when it was owed to me that I never got. And they've been sending it to the address that I got evicted from, which I don't know why, because they have the P.O. box address, but whatever. They've been sending it to that address. Oh, child support might not have. Social services has the P.O. box. Child support is different. It's in Baltimore. They might not have the P.O. box address, but they've been trying to send me a check or a couple of checks for some back owed money that I am owed from child support. But yeah, I'm praying for a miracle. I was like, God, just please. I just need a way. I need a way to make this happen. I don't want to be driving on expired tags. It's not my goal in life to be driving on expired tags. Always nervous about if a cop pulls up behind me and I got tags that ain't good, what's gonna happen? I don't want to be worried like that. I don't want to be stressed like that. So I just really need to get this taken care of. And ask and ye shall receive, and the Lord will provide. And thank you, Lord. But yeah, so that was a bright spot. And yeah, that was a good point in the day. And I'm hoping that was a sign of how the week is going to turn out, and not the way it started with the no internet and the no shower, no being able to take a shower until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hoping the other part is how the rest of the week is gonna go. But yeah, that's my update for now. Oh God, that was a long intro clip. Sorry, didn't mean to take that long. But I also didn't mean to wait this late to come on and say hello to you. So I'll be back later. Bye. We've reached the end of the day, and speaking of the day, let's talk about the day. It did not go as planned, but so I posted a reel on my Facebook. Okay, so part of the marketing challenge, I think I explained. No, I probably didn't explain. Okay, Esther gave me, Nia, and Morgan 3 separate ways of tackling our social media marketing or whatever that might better serve us as far as getting views and getting people's eyes on our books. Now, I mean, I can't speak for Morgan and Nia, but I already did have some social media marketing in place as far as I schedule out my post promoting my stuff over the whole month. But clearly, whatever I'm doing isn't working, obviously. So I'm willing to definitely try something new, something different. I'm actually considering after this, well, I'll show you in a second. But so I wanted to do the challenge, but I also knew that I wasn't going to stop the posting that I already do, because one, I was already in the habit of making sure I schedule that every month, and I don't want to break that habit that I formed for myself. While it wasn't working the way I wanted it to work, that doesn't mean, I've seen people resharing my posts and retweeting my posts, so people did see it. It just wasn't having the effect that I necessarily want, which is people actually buying. Because yes, you see it and that's great, but which, to be fair, this could have the same effect, but it's a difference between getting like a dozen views on something and hundreds of views on something, right? So her challenge, Esther's challenge, involved me doing reels and, basically to trend type of marketing, reels, whatever. And I've never done reels. I've posted Facebook posts. I've never like gone up into the thing and hit create a reel or create a story even or anything like that. So I'm like, I don't even know how to do this. So I did a little something, and it was at Esther's suggestion where she said take the last part of the When Love Calls trailer, cut it right before you get to the book, but just put the book information in the text on the reel, so that you go in the caption or whatever and look and whatever. So and I wasn't sure if I did it good enough, but I posted it, and let me see if I can.
The dark will eventually come to light, and I don't think the truth can hide in the shadows much longer.
Okay, so this is...
They say that everything that's done in the dark will eventually come to light, and I don't think the truth can hide in the shadows much longer. They say that everything that's done in the dark will eventually come to light, and I don't think the truth can hide in the shadows much longer.
Okay, so that's all I did. It's 10 seconds. In a matter of a couple of hours, it had 200 views. And about another hour after I saw that it had 200 views, it had 300. It stopped at 310. So it's 310 views though. 310 views. Now, when you check on Amazon, as far as the Amazon reporting or whatever, it's not up to date accuracy. So somebody could have clicked on it, could have bought a book, could have read on the Kindle Unlimited today, and it wouldn't register maybe for another couple of days. I don't know if it worked as far as getting anyone to click on the link or not. So, but 310 views is far more than I've ever gotten. I will say that When Love Calls trailer has been the thing that's gotten me the most views. But even that trailer as a whole has never gotten me 310. Almost, but not quite. So I'm just like, okay. And it has actually made me consider getting up an Instagram. I have an Instagram account for author JC Carpenter. There's nothing on it. I just signed it up so that I could at least claim the name in case I ever changed my mind and wanted to do it. And this makes me kind of want to, because they do say that Instagram sells more books. Anyway, so that's how I'm doing my challenge. I'm doing this extra marketing on top of what I already do. I'm not stopping the scheduled posts that I do. I'm just adding to it. And so now I'm trying to think of a reel to create for tomorrow, because in Esther's breakdown, she had me doing different books, different days, because when you have a new release, sometimes you forget you have older books, and you still have to market those. You still have to promote those. And you can't just think that people are just going to know that you have those books and look at your most recent and go back and check out the other ones. You can't just assume that they're going to do that. So, and the poetry books are going to be interesting, but I think I've figured out a way that I can market the poetry books. People don't really buy poetry like that, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Right now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my video tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow to the laundromat because clothes do need to be washed. The heat has finally calmed down. I wish the internet would work again like it's supposed to, but alas, it's still having issues. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the night. I did not mean to have a 7-minute clip. I guess I made up for not talking to you guys a lot today. Oopsie. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going out to the laundromat, to the store. I film a video while I'm there. I have an idea for a Patreon video that I want to film, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But that'll be for Patreon and Patreon members. But Yes, good night. I've talked already too long. Okay, bye.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting.
Hello. Hi. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That's the laugh to keep from crying that you heard, because the hits just keep coming. As you see, I'm out and about. But when I got to my car, why is my phone so sensitive? Good Lord. Something just brushes against it and it turns on. I know I can put the lock screen on, but I hate the lock screen. So I get to my car and find yet another lovely one of these. I'm like, y'all looking at your system and see that I already got one that I have to pay? Like, y'all really, Merlin, y'all don't need that much money. Y'all have good money. I know y'all do. So remember the extra money that I'm supposed to be getting because of whatever back child support is owed to me that is being sent to me. I guess we can scratch the part of I might have a little left over. And unless I find some really cheap ass insurance, I still may not be able to get the whole tag thing fixed. So, because if I have to pay $300 for a citation, I mean, they sending me money, but it ain't that much money. Not for the citations plus the actual renewal of the tags and the insurance. Anyway, so yeah, that's how my day. Well, no, that is actually not how my day started. My day started when I, only having 2 hours of sleep, had to deal with my mother bitching and moaning about the citation that I have to pay that she's not gonna help me pay, which I didn't ask her because I know how she is and she's petty. And she's the kind of person that she doesn't help to help. She helps to make herself look good. She helps to assuage, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. But her help is never feels helpful. Because she holds it and lords it over my head. And, you know, the times she has helped me, I've paid her back. Incrementally, but she got paid back. And somehow that's still being held over my head about the fact that I needed her help, whatever. I can remember a few times when she needed her mother's help growing up, but we're not gonna go there. So, yeah, I woke up with that, only having 2 hours of sleep, and she refused to let me leave her sight until I heard all of what she had. She's just the most negative person ever. And I'm just like, why are you like this? Why? I just want to go back to sleep. And then, of course, because her voice is just triggering to me to begin with. That's why I don't really like speaking to her before I go to bed, or like if I wake up to go to the bathroom and come back, I don't really like to speak to her in the midst of that because her voice is just jarring for me. And it just, yeah. Especially when it's yelling at me. Just a lot of the same. Your life is so pitiful, and you have to resort to being here and needing my help, so your life can't be that great, that kind of thing. That's what I heard this morning when I woke up on a trip to the bathroom with only 2 hours of sleep in. And then I come to the car and I get the citation, and I'm just like, really? And then I just felt like I really just would rather not exist right now. Why? Like, but, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to think like that. So, and then, oh Lord, she got mad because I was going to the laundromat because of laundry days, obviously, because I need assistance carrying the bags and stuff from my daughter. And then she feels that my daughter needs assistance from her, of her own accord, by the way, but she gripes and complains about it. And I'm like, neither one of us asked you for the help. I would struggle and take it down the stairs myself, but my daughter had said she would do it. And then you volunteered to help her. You've volunteered to help her every time I go to laundry. No one's asked you. But yet, there's complaining because I go to the laundromat. And I'm like, well, I'm out of underwear. And her response was, well, you could just go out without underwear. No, I cannot. That's nasty. Then the question was, well, why can't you just buy a pack of underwear? So you want me to pay $20+ because I'm a big girl, so big girl underwear costs a little more than regular size underwear. So you want me to pay $20+? That's not including taxes. I think it's like $22 for the packs of underwear, and that's the cheap one. You want me to pay $20-something for a pair of underwear when I can wash clothes for less than that, and I can wash all of our clothes. That makes a lot of sense. Sure. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go because I'm getting back into that feeling again of why am I existing? And I'm trying to get out of that feeling. So I'm gonna be back. I need to film a video anyway. So I'll be back.
I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long.
Hi, it's been a minute since I have talked to you guys. At the laundromat, actually. My pain actually got worse. And I don't know if I've mentioned it. Well, I don't think I mentioned it towards the end of last week, but I've been having a lot of pain in my legs again, ever so often. The pain in my legs gets, like the calf muscles and stuff, gets a little extra tight and all kinds of things, and it doesn't feel pleasant, and it adds to the rest of every pain feeling that I'm having. So yay. So I started to feel the pain in my legs again towards when my clothes were almost done. And so then of course having to come in. It takes so long to fold clothes. I miss when I used to be able to go to laundromat every week, but that requires money. Truthfully, I miss having a washer and dryer in my home when I had a home. But yeah, there's that. But I am, it took longer than I anticipated to fold clothes. So I didn't get around to, I mean, it seems like my schedule, again, this week is not, it's not being held up. Yeah, I'm sticking closer to it now. I think last week was so thrown off because I hadn't expected to have the issues with the internet that I did. So to have those issues pop up unexpectedly, but now I'm trying to figure out how to work around the issues because there's still, even though the weather has calmed down, it's 74 degrees right now. The heat wave has died down. Xfinity is still having issues with their Wi-Fi hotspot, the now pass that, you know. And I went on one of the forums online, and I don't know if it's comforting to know that I'm not the only person. Well, me and my daughter aren't the only person. People that are having issues with the Xfinity pass. There's a lot of people who are having, and apparently these people always have issues. This is my first real, I mean, I've had an issue before. Like I said, towards the end when the pass is getting ready to renew, sometimes it gets a little wonky, but it usually rights itself when it renews and everything's fine. But there's also usually not a heat wave that's with feels like temps of 107 degrees. So there's that. But apparently these people on the forum always have issues, and yeah, that's not been my experience, not like the issues that I'm having right now. I've realized that sometimes if I keep trying to connect, it'll give me like a signal bar, a very low signal bar, but it'll be enough to connect to watch a video or to get on Google Docs and do some beta reading or check my email or whatever, but it'll drop just out of nowhere. And sometimes it'll drop and it'll stay disconnected for quite some time. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating more than anything. And it's extremely frustrating. Like, this would be great to happen during a rest and reset week. Actually, no. It would be great to happen during a rest and reset week because I wouldn't have any TV to watch, which is what I usually do during a rest and reset week. But at least then I wouldn't have work and things that I need to be getting done that I can't get done because of it. Yeah, it's just frustrating, and I really, really hope you fix whatever the issue is soon. I know there's some issues in the Maryland area going on from the heat, and then there were some areas that had strong winds and thunderstorms during the heat wave, which caused extra problems. There's it's a rail system or something that it did damage to. I can't remember exactly the specifics, but something that it did damage to. And yeah, that's a huge issue, which makes me feel like an idiot for complaining about my stupid internet, because that whole area, the Glen Burnie area in Maryland, is complete power gone. And I don't know if it's restored yet, but it seemed like it was going to be a while before it restored. So compared to that, this is nothing. And I'm just thankful that this is my only issue that I'm having. Well, aside from, the other life stuff, citations, P.O. boxes, and all kinds of things that aren't. Yeah. But, silver linings. Silver linings. But I'm going to go finish the sprint. I have 15 minutes left in the sprint. I realized when I was messaging Sky earlier about what I'm working on tonight, and I'm working on Pen Name Book 5. I was in chapter 10 when I had messaged her, and I was like, I'm in chapter 10. My outline only has 11 chapters and an epilogue. And I just now crossed into chapter 11, so I'm almost done with pen name book 5. And then I will be done with the very first series in my pen name. Of course, I have to edit and revise and whatever, but the words are on the page. They are done. I'm gonna have to really fight with myself not to start series 2, because once I start with series 2, I'm gonna want to keep going until I finish that one too. And this is really good momentum, because I might be able to start series 3 before next year even gets here, which will be really good going into launching my pen name, because then I can just worry if I get the things right in the first series and the second series. I can really just worry about the logistics of the pen name and the newsletter and all that kind of stuff, and those things will be ready to launch. But anyway, again, back to the sprint. I'll be back later. Bye. Okay, I'm going to call it here and bid you a farewell for the evening. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I got my 1,000 words for the sprints. I'm in chapter 11, and then I watched some videos, some YouTube videos, and now I'm watching some Josh Johnson comedy special. I probably should be reading, but I don't know, I'm really tired. And hopefully I'll get more sleep than I did yesterday morning. I won't be woken up by someone wanting to rant and rave with me. All negative vibes, of course. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to get lots done despite whatever's happening with this internet. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so frustrated. Whenever it does start working, I'm gonna be like, are y'all gonna like refund me my money for July? Because I feel like 2 weeks with no usable internet, no really viable internet, I feel like I shouldn't pay for the whole month. But then I'm like, it's only $10. Do I really complain about $10? I probably shouldn't. There are bigger problems in the world. I have bigger problems than this. So, anyway, good night. Bye. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Who just paid an exorbitant amount of money for 1 gigabyte of high-speed data to add to my phone so that I could stream. That would be me. And by exorbitant, I mean, it used to be only $10. Now it's apparently $20. Not loving that at all, but I really want to stream, and I have other stuff to do that hopefully I'll be able to do. I'm not entirely sure 1 gigabyte of data is actually going to be enough, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, happy Wednesday. Oh, no. I was testing out my Xfinity hotspot, and nope, the internet's gone again. It was working for like a hot second, and now it's gone again. Fun times. But yeah, that's how my day is going so far. Have I gotten anything done? Nope. No, I have not. be back. Bye. Hello. Hi. Oh Lord. It's very late. It's much later than the last time I spoke to you. I am trying to, sorry, using tape or something. Trying not to fall asleep and trying to get the motivation to write. We've already had one sprint that I didn't write on because I didn't feel like it. I just watched a YouTube video and but the stream, remember when I said I paid an exorbitant amount of money for an extra gigabyte of data, which isn't really a lot, and I know just how little it is now, because it didn't even get me through the whole stream. Through the, like, halfway through the second sprint, it was really about to disconnect me, and I had to use my daughter's hotspot for the rest of the stream, which I don't enjoy having to do, but you know, it is what it is. Oh gosh, excuse me. Got through the stream. It was a good stream though. It was fun. Glad I streamed. As usual, when I don't feel like streaming, I'm always end up glad that I did, because it turns out to be kind of what I needed. I'm trying to get comfortable and I feel very uncomfortable. So I guess I'm frustrated because it's Wednesday and I had a lot of things I needed to get done today, and I wasn't able to really get any. I mean, well, I posted the reel that I made last night, or in the wee hours of the morning, on Facebook, and I posted on Substack. Oh, gosh, I can't stop yawning. I did beta read a chapter of Sky's book, so I did that. I had a lot on my list of things that I needed to get done today, because I haven't been able to get them done a lot of other days, and I just still wasn't able to get things done. I wish there was another place that had like Wi-Fi hotspot passes. Like Xfinity had this that came along when I was at the hotel, and it was this great thing. It was a Wi-Fi hotspot pass, and it really worked pretty well. But right now it's holding, and to be fair, it's been holding since I connected it after I got off backstage and everything. It's been holding, and I'm hoping it holds up, but I shouldn't have to have questions about whether I'm going to be able to have usable internet, and so much of what I need to do relies on the internet. So it's just really frustrating, and then I try to not be so frustrated because I know that there's bigger and more serious things going on in the world and going on everywhere for different people. Internet is nothing compared to other problems other people have. So I try to have that in perspective as well. But it's still, I already hate when I'm not able to get a lot of things done, and I'm not able to be as productive as I want just normally, having all the tools that I have. But not having the tools that I need it's a pain in the ass. And I will say it's just kind of put me in a mood that I don't feel like writing today. And I was really going to force myself to write, but I really don't think I'm going to. I'm just really, really not in a mood to write. And just between the episode she had yesterday where she decided she wanted to remind me of how crappy my life is at the moment and how useless she thinks I am. Yes, I know I'm still in my feelings about that at the moment, and I shouldn't be, but I am. But between that and then all the stuff going on with the citation and my car and the stresses financially, and then now the internet, which is just keeping me from doing all other things I want to do or need to do. It's just compounding all these feelings, and I'm really feeling not wanting to write. And I had this little chat with you at this moment because I really was about to make myself write, knowing that I just really am not in the headspace right now to write. So I'm not going to. Maybe I can do some beta reading at the moment. I still have Zara's chapters I need to proofread. So reading is good. I can't. I don't think I can write right now. I'm glad we've had this talk. You've helped me. I mean, I still have tomorrow. And and I have a video that I need to be editing. That's what I should be doing right now. And I still have tomorrow. And then I still have Friday night. And I think I'm actually going to write Friday night. Normally I edit on Friday night, but I think I'm going to write Friday. Depends on how far I get tomorrow. Because if I can get to the epilogue tomorrow, then I'm going to go ahead and write Friday night so that I can finish book 5. But we'll see. But right now, those are my thoughts at the moment. That is how I'm feeling. And I think I'm just decided I'm going to chill. And I'm going to give myself that grace that I talked about in the video that I made that you guys will see or will have seen by now. But by the time you watch this vlog. But my Friday video. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight here. I'm tired. I just dozed off for like a hot second. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Messy, but I care, but I don't, because it's been a day already. Still not really having the internet. I freaked out because I thought I messed up my computer trying to reset the network connections. Everything's fine. But it didn't work. So there's that. But hi, happy Thursday. So I'm doing what I can do that I don't need internet for necessarily. I do have Kate up on my phone that she's streaming. These afternoon streams work so much better. Because I hated missing Kate's streams. They're always so fun. But I'm just not a morning person. But getting ready to export my video to go up on Patreon and then schedule it for tomorrow for YouTube. And then we'll see what else I can get done without internet. I think I'll proofread some So there's that. But that's where I'm at right now. It is 4:51. Oh my gosh, I really do have to do something before I come back next time. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go and sort my video down. I'll talk to you guys probably in a few short clips. Okay, bye. So that writing session was a bit of a struggle. I did write. I actually still need to write a little bit more because I haven't hit my 1,000 words for the day. But that's a bit of a struggle because now notably I've said over here somehow the internet seems to work and hold for, the vast majority of the time over here. Tonight apparently it decided it wanted to prove me wrong and get finicky with me. Luckily, this was after I uploaded my video to Patreon and then subsequently YouTube and scheduled it for tomorrow, so at least that got done. And I did some social media stuff, but I haven't finished. I need to make another reel for tomorrow. But right now it's struggling, so I couldn't play my song that I usually put on repeat during the writing session. Now, once upon a time, I used to be a person who did not write with music. My how things have changed. Really, with this pen name, it's just been this one song that's just always gotten the creative juices going. And it has my fingers flying, and I wasn't really able to listen to that. It's like for a brief little bit, because I saw the clip, it was working and I got to play the song, but then it stopped in the middle, and yeah, that was a struggle. But I did write the cutest little scene though. But yeah, I had told Sky what the scene was, and she's like, "Oh, it's so cute, I love it." And so yeah, I really did like that scene. I love this book. I really love this book. Okay, but I'm gonna go and get these. I think I got 200 and something more words before I hit my goal of 1,000, and it'd be great if I can get my internet to work, but can't always rely on these things. Oh, I think it was so much better before I discovered that music actually helps me write better. Because before I discovered that music is actually helpful in my writing sessions, this wouldn't have bothered me that my internet went out while the song was playing and while I'm writing. This wouldn't have bothered me before. But anyway, I'm back. Bye. Okay, I hadn't realized, well, it's not as late as I usually say goodnight to you guys, but I'm going to say goodnight a little earlier because I am leaving the house tomorrow, and I'm going to really try to get up earlier tomorrow, which means I have to actually go to bed a little earlier than usual. But I did get my 248 words, which I only needed 200 words. So I got 248 more words. I hit my 1,000 word goal for the day, and I'm gonna try to get my daughter let me use her hotspot so I can watch like maybe a couple more videos on YouTube to decompress from the insanity that is my internet right now. And then I'm going to bed. On that note, oh, and I have to send the email off. It's another reason I really need the internet. So, because I want to send it off, because I don't want to forget tomorrow, because I probably will. Or at least I'll forget to send it in the morning, and then I'm going to end up sending it later, and I want to go ahead and send it and get it out the way, so it can be sent off. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming
Hi, happy Friday. It is, yes, it's Friday. I just came from my favorite place, Chipotle. I am tired, but to be fair, I was tired when I got to the car before I had even been anywhere, so there's that. I think I got some good stuff from Giant for next week. I am fixing spaghetti on Sunday, which might be the first time I've really cooked in a while. You know, something besides throwing something in the air fryer, because I'm not sure that I count that as cooking, but I mean, I guess you could. Well, in that case, I cooked yesterday. But anyway, internet still isn't working. I still don't know. There's actually a Verizon, but I don't think the Verizon has hotspots. I also don't think I have the money for it. So there's also that. But this is driving me crazy. This internet. Like, it's one thing to be out for like a couple of days, but we're at 2 weeks now, and I haven't been able to. I mean, it's worked a lot of the times at night if I'm sitting over there on the bed, but I have to be over in that area for it to even give me a teensy bit of a signal, and then it still drops out, in and out, and it's just really frustrating. It's a lot that I can't get done working that way. But then I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart because the sodas are cheaper there. They're like $8.99 at Giant, which is where I normally go to the grocery store at. But they're like $5.99 at Walmart, and I know that's only a $3 difference, which, if you count the gas it takes to get to Walmart, probably is gone. But look, it's the principle of the matter. They're $3 cheaper. Actually, it's $4.99. So it's five with tax. But so anyway, and they weren't on sale at Giant, because if they were on sale, I would have probably just got them. But also, I just came out to Chipotle, and I had the air on, but I had my window like cracked because this lady was out front and spilling some really, really great tea. Apparently, somebody in her family, I don't know if it's a cousin or niece or whatever, she got fired from some daycare center, and she told the people, since they fired her or let her go, now she gonna tell everybody what's going on at the daycare center. Which, you know, my question is, well, you have to hear what it is first. She's gonna call like news stations or whatever and tell them that the people are messing with the children, which I'm very, like, I almost wish I had heard the name of the daycare center, because I had reported it myself. And she said the director was the director was sleeping with all the guys that work at the center, and I'm like, oh, good Lord. And she was gonna tell what they did to her too, and I'm like, oh my. But they had to fire you for you to tell? Because my question to you is, why you ain't been telling in the first place? If all of this is going on, you really kept quiet just to keep a job? Anyway, but that was the tea that I heard on the street. I'm a writer. People watching and listening is what I do. Okay, but anyway, I'm gonna stop listening now. I'm gonna go back in the house because I'm tired. I'm beyond tired and I'm hungry. So I'll be back. Bye.
Got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my
Okay. It's been a while since I've talked to you guys, but I've clearly been back for several hours. I haven't had many clips to show you because I haven't been able to do much of anything. The little bit of internet that I was able to get over here has just not been working. I finally had to just ask my daughter if I use her hotspot again. Hopefully I don't overuse her data, but I'm like, I needed to watch something, to do something. I'm losing my mind. I'm almost ready to put my head through a wall. I'm like, there's no way I should be paying for internet and not be able to use it. It's driving me crazy. But that's it. I finished proofreading the chapters that I'm reading for Zara, sent them to her. Because I couldn't email them. I actually finished them last night, but I wanted to go ahead over them again because I was frustrated last night, so I wanted to make sure I wanted to go over them again, even though I went over them a second time last night, but triple check never hurts. So I sent that, and now I'm going to make the reel that I should have made for today, but I couldn't make because my internet wouldn't let me. And so as far as the marketing challenge, I'm supposed to be posting daily, and I did not post for today because I couldn't get the internet to work before I left the house. Then I left the house, and when I came back, I still couldn't get the internet to work. And yeah, so I feel disappointed in myself. I feel like I failed the challenge already. But in fairness to me, I cannot control the internet network. So if I could, it would be working. Anyway, I'm gonna go do my Duolingo now, and because I couldn't do that either. And I'll be back. Bye. Well, we have reached the end of the week. And oh, what a week it has been. I don't even know that I have much to say except for, God, I hope next week is better. I do not like how reliant we as a country are on internet. Or how reliant I have to be on internet. I'm not a huge social media fan, so it's not something that I look forward to, as far as being on the internet, but it is definitely necessary. And good Lord, I look like I haven't done my hair today, which I did do before I went out. Anyway. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. But I have my list for the weekend. It's actually a short list. I need to prepare a lot of, on my marketing challenge, I'm trying to make sure I do things or post things live and in the moment. I mean, obviously I want to make the reels ahead of time. It would go a lot smoother if I did have them made ahead of time. Which I would have done last weekend if I had internet. So, I don't know, I'm trying to look up other places, and Xfinity is the only place that I can find that sells Wi-Fi hotspot passes, unlimited data for $10 a month. That's like unheard of, unbeatable. But then you get problems like this. That doesn't require, I should note with a caveat, that doesn't require you to actually have Xfinity, which used to be Comcast. So if that's confusing you, it's Comcast basically. Like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they do hotspot passes, but for people who are subscribers, have accounts. And see, I have AT&T prepaid phone, but I don't know if that counts as for being an AT&T customer. And I do like my prepaid, because back in the day when I first started doing prepaid phones, you had to usually like pay for a card that you got, and you uploaded your minutes or whatever onto your phone. That's how prepaid used to work. But now prepaid phones operate pretty much like a regular plan. It's just no contract. Like there's a certain amount of money paid a month for, you get X amount of whatever, and the unlimited data package it has always been out of my financial reach. But it would be very helpful right now. I've never needed the unlimited data package because I always had, like when I had my home, I had an internet, I had a modem, like an actual modem with a router, you know, in-house. And when I got evicted and I found out about the Xfinity Wi-Fi pass, I got that. And see, Xfinity, the Wi-Fi pass doesn't require you to be a customer. You can be, but you don't have to be. And I just haven't seen anything else like it, which is a heck of a conundrum, because I mean, I'm not going to go out and sign up for some other phone service just to get the internet package. Like, that doesn't make sense. So I guess I have to just either hope Xfinity fixes their stuff, or I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out some workaround, something. And they need to refund me my money for July's internet pass, which they're probably not going to do. But I'm just like, we're 2 weeks into July and I haven't been able to really get any use out of it, except for when it barely holds any kind of connection in the wee hours of the morning or whatever. Right now it's on, so my daughter was able to turn her hotspot off because right now the connection is holding, and if it falters right now, I'm editing my video, so I don't necessarily, I mean, I would like it to still be connected, but I'm editing my video, which doesn't really require me to have internet. Anyway, this is a long clip, too long, because I've seen how long this video is already. But, oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't add up my word count. Oh my gosh. See how, wow. Sorry. I had to get my notebook out of the box that is used to transport. Let's see. I can add up my word count for you quickly. Or quick enough. Anyway. Oh my gosh, if I could stop yawning, that'd be great. What was Monday's date? The 6th. So I got... What's 4 plus 8? What's 8? 12. Okay. Oh, I didn't even get 5,000 words for the week. Well, that's not great. I got 4,636 words. Not writing that night really kind of hurt my word count, but I kind of needed to not write that night, so no regrets. But yeah, that was what I wrote. I probably could have finished book 5 by now if I had written that night, but as it stands, book 5 is 1 chapter and 1 epilogue away from being finished, so should be able to finish it next week. I have some beta, which is good because I have a lot of beta reading to do. So it means most of next week I'll probably be beta reading. Oh, no, because I'm going to also get back to writing Mackenzie Brown Book 5. So there's that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this week. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye. How is this 9 minutes long?